Russia has officially launched direct passenger train service to the annexed territory of Crimea using a route that bypasses mainland Ukraine. People can now travel from Saint Petersburg southward toward the Crimean city of Sevastopol. The journey lasts 44 hours and crosses the Crimean Bridge, which Moscow is accused of building illegally. Russian President Vladimir Putin rode along a section of the route on Monday to inaugurate the railway. Moscow seized Crimea from Ukraine in 2014, a move that's drawn international condemnation. The new train route is seen as a fresh step to cement Russia's grip on the region. Let's get the latest on this story. Our correspondent Emily Sherwin is standing by in Moscow. Hi, Emily. Why is this new train service so important to Vladimir Putin?
Well, Sumi, as you said, Russia's move to annex the Crimean Peninsula in 2014 was condemned widely by the international community. But here in Russia, it's seen as a patriotic victory. And in a way, this bridge is kind of a concrete manifestation of that. Russians, after all, see the Crimean Peninsula as theirs. During the Soviet Union, it was a popular holiday destination. And the peninsula was actually gifted by Khrushchev to Ukraine in 1954, when it didn't really matter, when it was all the Soviet Union. And so people here really celebrated the annexation, the illegal annexation of that peninsula in 2014 as a defiant move from Vladimir Putin. He's very much seen as a symbol of kind of Russia standing against the West, defying the West. And actually, that annexation led to a huge spike in Putin's ratings as well. One that he could need at the moment, with surveys showing that trust is at a historic low in Vladimir Putin.
Emily, how is this all being covered by Russian media?
Well, the coverage of this opening today has been rather bombastic. We saw Vladimir Putin kind of traveling across the bridge. We saw presenters referring to that footage today on TV as a historic moment. Just last year, Vladimir Putin opened kind of road traffic on the bridge. He actually drove a truck across the bridge. Now we see him in a train. He was addressing as well workers today, the workers that built this bridge in as people here say, record time. And he was saying that this is a symbol that Russia really can do everything and anything at all.
Emily, we mentioned that people accuse Moscow of building that bridge illegally. I mean, how is this being seen internationally?
Well, this bridge is seen by the U.S., by the EU, and by Ukraine as well as a violation of Ukraine's sovereignty. Of course, Ukraine sees the bridge as illegal in the sense that passengers will be entering what they see as Ukrainian territory via the Russian mainland. So that's kind of against international law. And there have been sanctions as well against Russia starting in 2014 for the annexation and for Russia's involvement in supporting separatists in eastern Ukraine as well. And the EU has just prolonged those sanctions for another half a year. But it seems today, from that footage that we've seen and from this opening, from these train journeys that we're seeing, this defiance, that Russia is certainly going to stand its ground when it comes to Crimea.
DW's Emily Sherwin covering this story for us from Moscow. Thank you.